For me, this business is very intentional. I do love the community aspect of it. I love the aspect of just people gathering around. Like in all cultures, it's just such an important thing. Everybody gathers around for a meal, and it's just an important community thing. And I love that about what I do. I love that people are getting, it's just like meat and cheese kind of put together, but it's more than that. It's just being able to not have to do anything, put it in the middle of the table and just chat and just get back to basics, right?
What was free with your product was so cool. A neighbor bought me your
yes,
right?
I remember. Yeah.
And I'm just thinking, oh, how nice. And I finally sat down, I opened it up and started going, and just it was like one treat after another.
Yeah.
Like just the way that you arranged things, the combination of things, like it was just I couldn't believe it was like a little adventure.
I love that because it's like the variety. You could put like just a couple things of each things, and it takes a lot less time to put it together that way, for sure. You want people to have a really good experience, right? They're getting this, they're investing their finances into a treat, and they want it to be a treat. And I love, that's one of my main things too, is just the variety, tons of different kinds of cheeses in a tiny little box kind of a thing. But it just adds to the whole experience of getting it right. I'm Portuguese, but my grandfather was Spanish, and so that the Spanish suffix stuck and just means little Sarah. Yeah, it is. I was born in Portugal. I was adopted, and I grew up in Prince Edward Island, so I've got a bit of an eclectic background.
And then Calgary.
What's that?
And then Calgary.
And then Calgary, like other maritime, but Saskatchewan, everywhere. I've been everywhere. Yeah. I love it. Now I'm not going anywhere. This is why when you said, oh, this is a great area and we love it, and I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Not moving again. I have everything all prepped and ready to go. So I can, as soon as you're ready to go, I will just bring stuff out. So it's out of the fridge for as least amount of time as possible. I never, ever post myself. I find it such an awkward thing to do. I don't do videos. I don't like, and it's not like I'm opposed to it. Pictures. Like, do you remember that Seinfeld episode? Like the girl that's like in the shadows, she looks different than, oh my goodness, you have to see it. That's me. It's like there different times it's, ooh, is that her? Or it's just, I don't know what it is about pictures. It's just the way it is. But whatever, everybody else, I think everybody's their own main critic, right?
Whenever I meet somebody from Alberta, I always ask too, because I love Alberta.
I loved it. Yeah, I would have been like 18, 19, and then 20 when I then went to Saskatoon. And I lived actually in the Southwest, but right by the Olympic Hill. That's where I lived for a while. And then like in downtown, and I'm directionally challenged. So being able to like the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th Avenue and whatever, and the C train, like that was just easy pie, like for me. So I loved it. Yeah. Loved living there. Okay, I'm going to go grab everything.
Perfect. So are you a person of faith, or just do you like the sign?
A person of faith, but I'm not a church goer. Actually, I was adopted into, I didn't really know anything about the church as a child. I was born into a very poor single mother family type thing. And me and 2 of my brothers were adopted to Canada under weird...
Family?
What's that?
Into the same family?
Yes. It was a weird situation. Actually, it wasn't like typical. We weren't up for adoption. My dad was actually a Baptist pastor. So I do have a background in it, and yet it hasn't, I've shaped it to my own, to what I think is really happening out there. So anyway, I always put in like spreads and this is little honey dip thing. Nice. Often will slice my own meat and get the logs of Finlay's or whatever. It's more work, but it is a lot less expensive. And then I don't charge people for that. So it's important to me. So some things, like I do get local things. Sometimes people offer me things to try in my boxes or whatnot.
Which is really nice.
Yeah, which is great. And then sometimes not, just ones that I particularly like. The one that I get the most comments about is actually a President's Choice Fig Merlot spread.
I believe it,
yeah, and everybody loves it. I go with what people tell me they like. So I already had these things folded up for you because I knew you were coming and I wanted to have everything pretty much ready.
And that I'm
Um,
especially curious about those. That difficult to.
No, it isn't actually. You just take a little, like some sort of, I can either be a little shot glass. I typically use something like a flute, like a
Mhm.
champagne flute, the smaller for larger boxes and larger flowers. Then I'll use a bigger size cup and you just feed
Layer
them
them
around
that
and
way.
layer it
Oh,
around
really?
and it makes a little flower.
Wow.
And you can do all kinds of different kinds of flowers, right? You can fold them into each other. You don't have to do them like
Mhm.
this. I just do them like this a lot because, again, I find that you can hide a lot of more meat without taking up more space. And so the person
And
gets
the
more.
presentation is so
Yeah,
incredible.
they are pretty cute and like they are classic. Some people say, oh, they're going out of style. And possibly, but I love the quantity that you can put in there without taking up a bunch of
Yeah.
space in the box because I mean,
Well,
anybody
that
could
was
do
one of the
that.
huge surprises too, because this little box. So I had in my mind roughly how much quantity, but as I
Mhm.
kept peeling out a piece, and
Oh,
got more and more. Like,
less.
holy crow.
I literally take like tweezers that I have sanitized for this purpose so I can tuck things in behind so not a space is left. Like it is packed to the gills, like I swear.
Wow.
Yeah. And I typically usually put a little piece of brie in here as well because I just
Mhm.
find it adds a little bit more of a variety. So I'm going to get that and I have it all ready for you as well.
I noticed on your site also you mentioned you have a collaboration with, was it Tasteful Luxury?
Yes, they are an amazing local business. Actually, I think they have other outlets like in Toronto, possibly, I think Montreal as well. But yeah, the founder, she's also an immigrant and has built this business for an all very exquisite cured meats and lovely cheeses directly from Italy, Spain, and whatnot.
Nice.
And yeah, so anybody that wants just that higher level and of quality of things.
So what's the
Yeah.
relationship? So are you reselling her boxes, or do you make
No,
them with her ingredients?
yes, exactly,
cool.
exactly. If somebody wants to put together they can just a la carte pick the items that would fit in that particular box, and it would be even the hazelnuts from there, even a lovely little granola type bar. Like they have all kinds of stuff that you wouldn't even know. Spreads, truffle, nut butter things. It's just yeah. I was surprised at actually all the different products that they actually have. Since it's your box, Les, you can get whatever you want in it of any of these kinds of cheeses. Do you have preferences or things that you love more than others?
Again, just go with your.
What I normally would?
Yeah.
Yeah, I usually just
Because
put a
I
variety and
absolutely loved it, and I had mine solo, but I'm going to be sharing this with my wife.
awesome. It'll be packed. There's plenty for
Oh,
both
there's
of you.
no
Yeah.
worries about the quantity.
Yeah. Actually, and since you guys are sharing, then I'm going to put in a thinner slice of brie for each of you so you guys don't have to cut it yourselves.
Nice.
And obviously, all these surfaces that I work on are obviously always sanitized beforehand. And I do get inspected annually because I am licensed.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so okay, that's interesting because I did go through that certified food handler training years
Yeah.
ago.
In order to be able to do home business, it's like
Oh,
they don't
okay.
necessarily care if it's commercial kitchen or not,
Yeah.
but do you have 2 sinks in the one area in order to be able to wash and then sanitize?
Right.
If that's how you're doing, obviously we have dishwashers that we can put on sanitizing. There are things that we can do now. But you have to have the proper strips to identify whether your device is going the proper heat and all that kind of stuff. And I am excessive with things like that. Like I think of every little bit of like cross contamination, and same with like my gluten-free boxes. You have to do that, and everything is just done well because again, I don't think I'm OCD, but I do think about those things like almost like if I were. But yeah, okay, where am I at? And again, what's funny to me as someone who's European, as I told you, is one of the number one things that I get asked not to put in the boxes is first is blue cheese. That's the top one.
Really?
Second is olives. And I know for me, I find it crazy.
Wow.
But yeah, because I love olives. One thing, this is a tip for you if you're ever interested. I actually don't store a cheese like that's already cut in bags. I just do, obviously I have orders every day. So ones that I put lots of that particular kind of cheese in. So it's done in a day. But if it's something that lasts a couple of days that I've already cut in advance, always store your cheeses in tin foil. It lasts a lot longer.
Really?
Yeah, I know it sounds bizarre, but it really does. So that's
Thanks for the tip.
what I do. Yeah. So I've got some brie in there. This is an Irish Dubliner. People love that. I'll put a couple pieces for you.
Delicious.
Yep. And this is also a favorite. This is a smoked cheddar. So people love smoked cheddars as well. And so I find I like to put ones like anybody can request anything. Like I'll put whatever they want in there, but most people don't ask me to customize it. Like these happen to be ones that a lot of people enjoy. And so I really don't have to do a whole lot in terms of thinking of different cheeses
Does
to put in.
everybody pretty much pick up their orders?
Oh, yes. Yeah. I don't typically offer delivery in town unless somebody's willing to pay like a delivery fee just because I live out here.
So
Although if
my neighbor must have come up then and picked it up then.
well, possibly because she was always at the market. She was at the market up in Harrismith very frequently. So I think, picked it up from me there.
Got it. I think I saw it from your website. You said 5 children?
Yeah, we do. We got a couple boys that are older teenagers. Oh, and this one broke. See, I hate when this happens because if it broke, you're welcome to just eat it. But I don't put them in there. I take them out and re-put another one. It drives me nuts. Maybe I am OCD. So if you want to know the types of things that I typically put in here, just a regular Genoa salami. I love chorizo salami. Everybody, it's not hot, but it's something that offers a little bit of a slight, if you want to call it. But even people that say no spice love the chorizo salami. And this is some aged cheddar. I always try to squeeze them all in there. There's more than needed.
And again, as I started to eat it and I realized how much stuff there was in there, then I realized this is a heavy little box.
I know it's 6 by 6 inches, but like when you build it up, it does fit a lot in there, and I love it. It gives me so much like joy just to have people finding extra things. Like they've eaten something, and one lady described it. So every time it was like layers. Every time I picked up something, and there was something else, and I just
see that is your gold social media. If you can convince your customer to do a little video where they're selfie doing that.
That would be awesome to do. I wish I knew how to do all that kind of editing and stuff like that.
But you don't even really need to. You just ask them and say, listen, if they give you a story like that.
You mean just take a video and just send it to me?
Themselves, yeah. Or you film them, or either. You don't really have to worry too much about editing.
Yeah. And I think like people are coming back to that, to less of the flash and more to just real and connecting kind of a thing. And
especially now with AI, you can just do these it's fascinating the production you can do with AI videos and images. But again, now it's not authentic. It's not a real thing. That is going to mean so much more to someone that looks
100%.
at your post.
Yeah. 100%.
Plus now if they're posting it and their friends see it and they tag you, and now your circle gets to see it.
Yeah, they're doing sort of your marketing type thing for you. This is just a lovely cacciatore. You're going to love this. This is one of the most popular cheeses. This is like the Bella Vitano. It's soaked in Cabernet Sauvignon, and it's just people love it. It's delicious. And anyway, these are just delicious.
You really light up when you're talking about food, so you're a bit of a foodie?
It depends on I am with some things. I don't love every kind of cheese or anything like that though either, or every kind of meat. But yeah, I love this most of this stuff. And yeah, I love the lighting up is really about the whole like process, like the whole why I do it, the time that people are going to have gathering together, what you guys are going to have share this tonight, have a conversation, have a glass of wine, talk about the day. You know what I mean? Things like that are cool to me. And that's really why I do this, why I started this business.
And so that's the why, but how on earth did you get into this?
You know what? Alas, as bizarre as this is, it was like I actually had no idea that there were anybody else that did charcuterie in town. I was not in social media. I had no idea really that even now I do know that businesses and all kinds of home businesses exist and that they do stuff on social media and that's how they get people know about them. But I literally had no idea. I saw like a charcuterie video, like somebody just eating it at a wedding or something like that. And I was thinking like, oh, I wonder if I could do that in a box, like thinking that I've like literally revolutionized like when all kinds of people do it. But anyway, and that's really what it was. And I think part of
so you hadn't even received one or done any training, just you saw a video or something.
No, and I think the ignorance actually helped me because I had no context to compare it with. It was all just like the things that I thought would be cool in it. Had I seen all kinds of other varieties prior to mine, I probably would have done it differently, thinking like, oh, maybe that would be better because everybody's doing that sort of a thing. But honestly, like I have to say, I think the ignorance
so that's really cool.
benefited
so this is really
me.
Your own, like, and so you're not really modeling after.
No, and that's what's, and obviously it's not like I invented like the tulip rose, but obviously that's what you see already on any wedding grazing table. Yeah, I actually didn't know that people bought them at homes in boxes. I had no idea. So anyways, I'm going to set these things back in the fridge just to get them in the fridge as soon as possible. And then all I have to do now is just put on just like the finishing touches. I love getting like herbs or something like that. I happen to get an odd looking rosemary. It doesn't look like a typical rosemary. I'm actually going to put new gloves on to...
It's not tarragon, is it?
No, it is rosemary. Smell it and it looks bizarre.
Yeah.
I've already sanitized these. But see, this is what I do. I literally lift things up just so I can fit more in it and I don't have to sacrifice anything that's in it. And everybody gets lots of treats. And if I can pile it high, I will pile it as high as because I just love the look of it. Like I really don't, I like everybody's charcuterie and there's a place for everybody. And sometimes you want a little bit more showy kind where everything's more spread out on the event or whatever. But I find for boxes, when you're already going out ordering, you're taking it home or gifting it, like people are probably going to eat it at home. You want quantity and you want to make sure that you're not like you've planned, oh, this is going to be my meal. I want it to be a meal for them. I don't want to chintz around with any sort of product. And I already had all these things folded. Obviously, sometimes you have to perk them up a little bit. A lot of people don't like putting prosciutto in their boxes because it is annoying to work with because it's like it sticks to to itself or whatever. But it does look very pretty. So I obviously have to do it. Yeah. I'm glad you sound very much like me. We're just kind to people.
Yeah. Kindness is so important.
Oh, absolutely. 100%. And the thing is, as a Portuguese, I did this actually in one of my posts, and it's funny because all of my followers that are Portuguese are like, yeah, 100%, because you want to feed people. Like you have people over, there's no such thing as not enough food. You have to have beyond. So then if they can take some home, then that's great, but you can't not have enough food. And that's a big thing. So anyway, this is like your box all done, and this is a solo one for just one person, really.
It's just amazing to see you showing off your beautiful work and the nice big smile and how proud you are, justifiably. Very nice. Awesome.
And what was I going to say? I was just going to tell you this anecdotal story, but I fill them up so much. Actually, I had a lady drop one and almost everything stayed exactly the same because it's so packed. Yeah. So I was like, that works out really well. So anyway, this is your box all done. And I do some cute little finishing touches. I do make wax seals with my logo on it because I think it literally looks adorable. And I think it adds to the fact that your box is closed and unopened by anyone,
and you're not OCD, huh?
I know. You want to do the best for who you're making it for, right? For like sure. I may not do that level of effort for myself, but I will do 110 for somebody else. And then I do get these peel off stickers because they're actually very lovely to use. And put it right in the middle, and it just looks so cute. And then we tie it up with a bow. And I do send it off with a little spoon and a little appetizer fork.
That's right, I remember
Yeah.
that.
Just for your spreads and whatever, so you don't have to get your fingers all dirty.
Example. It was like I just kept one little treat after another, or one more thoughtful thing that would have never occurred to me.
Yeah, I just find, it adds a special touch. Same with, I love the beautiful liners at the bottom. I love the look that they give to it. And do I need to put it? No. Do I need to put a bow? No, I could probably just give it however, without all the decor, but I love it. Like I just love, it gives me pride to present it. It makes me feel happy about them presenting it to whoever they're giving it to, or to themselves. That's what gives me joy about it.
I love your passion. It's really great.
And I'm going to actually, normally I do just regular baby's breath or whatever, but I did get these local. Also, those orange slices, a Yellow Lion apothecary, she dries them for me.
Wow. And so
that's local. She's actually at the Harrowsmith Market every summer, and she has all kinds of beautiful products. These, I happen to be using these because although they're a little bit drier, normally I use just regular baby's breath and whatnot, but I did get these beautiful ones from also a Scarlett and Rosie up in Sydenham, the flower shop. I do love supporting other local businesses, and I do that actually on my social media a lot.
Nice.
Anything that I buy from another local business, I love highlighting it and sharing how much I enjoy it, and just sharing that on my social media all the time. Yeah, I love it.
So which social media are you on?
Facebook and Instagram. That's all I do. I don't know how to. That's all I know how to manage.
And that's a handful as it is.
It is, honestly.
Do you find that one is better than the other for?
I've found actually some little idiosyncrasies with all of it. I find that more regular people follow you on Facebook, and more businesses, local, not collaborative, but just businesses follow each other on Instagram more. But in terms of who orders, no, I don't know. Like I definitely have a much larger following on Facebook, so that sort of gets around. I think the demographic, that women are my age, that kind of a thing, tend to use more Facebook, and the younger crowd will use Instagram, and they still or they might want more trendy. They might not want to drive out here, all that kind of stuff, right? So all that makes a difference.
And
I'm going to stick this in the fridge.
And that's I'll get one more now. Sure. It's all 100% finished. And you mentioned, was it Harrowsmith Market? So do you go to the market to sell, or just?
I did. The first year that I was in business, I did go to the market quite a bit. I'm going to put this in the fridge right now. The thing is, I'm always I've had a traumatic, from really birth, to be honest with you. And I don't dwell there. All those things, good, bad, and ugly, have made me the person that I am. And I find going through those things and having those experiences, I'm very compassionate to people. I'm very loving toward. I'm very.
Some people just get very bitter.
Understandably. Of course. And you can go either way. And some people are bitter at first, and then they soften up, after growth and healing and stuff like that. And just out of principle, I don't really care about whatever backlash I get, because I find that exposing it, and it is important, and it is important for people who have dealt with this as well, and it's important for them to come forward, because nothing good helps in the shadows. Only things brought to light good can come out of it, and change can happen, right? And so after a couple of years of just being at my lowest, I don't care, you know what I mean? Come and eat my table. I couldn't care less. I'm talking children being abused and assaulted. That's a major, to everyone, everyone.
Absolutely.
And it should light a fire of anger, especially it does there are people that are just very justice oriented, right? But people need to stop being laissez-faire about their purpose in life. It's not all just about, like, there is just like living and YOLO, you only live once or whatever, but we do have everybody. We're all like, we all have an impact, and even in our circle, like however little it might be, it's still that impact. You're still shining yourself and they're shining themselves. Like, let's keep it going.
Yeah. No, it's, I love community and I love people that care about community and values. It was a special treat to have you share that. Thank you.
Okay. Oh, well, I appreciate that, because some people don't like oversharing. I'm an oversharer. I like honesty. I like truth. I love talking about things.
I didn't take that as oversharing.
Oh, good. Okay.
No, I thought that was like spot on.
Okay, wonderful. I'm glad. I loved it. This has been a great experience. I knew even last time when you had planned and things didn't work out, I was just so excited to meet you. I love following you.
Seriously, this has been such a blast.
Awesome.
Thoughtfulness is amazing.